afternoon. My name is Tom. I come to you from the Rustic log cabin in Northern Maine. Welcome to the great state of Maine. I say that, but I don't always agree with what the state of Maine is doing. Spring has sprung here in the state of Maine. And what does that mean? It means only fools believe in global warming, and only fools believe that we're going to be able to get our electricity from solar panels. That's what today's video is about, all about. So if you're a fool and want to duck out, here's the time to do it. Beep beep, honk honk. What do I mean by spring is sprung? Well, last year, the state of Maine must have been very busy while the trees had full of leaves, because this winter and this spring, driving up the turnpike, the leaves aren't there, so you can see what the state of Maine has been up to. They have been putting in solar farms, it looks like to me, the whole length of the turnpike. You look out through the woods and the trees and you see a small farm. You look out through the trees and you see big areas of trees cut down and thrown away. You know, so that gets you kind of thinking. Only fools believe in global warming, and only fools think that we're trying to fix it. I can guarantee you the United States of America is not trying to fix global warming. Period. Why do I say that? Because they're all about making money. That's all they're about. What do you mean? What do you mean, Tom? What do you mean? Well, I'm going to tell you. Right now, as we speak, the United States has got a big plan for us to be switched over by 2050 and 2035, all kinds of that crap. And they're shutting down our electrical plants. Any chance we got of making any kind of electricity, they're shutting it down, kicking it out. And in the same time period, China is issuing 25 new coal-fired electrical plants permits every single month. That's what they're doing right now. China is upping their electrical production by way of fossil fuels, and at the same time we're turning it down. So how in the heck is that going to help global warming? It's not. Period. It's not. What that's going to do is going to make China a superpower, a great big superpower, while we're energy starved. That's what I mean by in this video. Only fools believe in global warming and solar panels. If you think for 5 minutes in your life that solar panels are the answer to electricity in the United States of America, you're on the same dope that the politicians are on in Washington, D.C. and trying to pass all this crap. I don't care if they like it or if they don't like it. That's just the way it is. There is no way that we're going to run this country on solar panels and wind farms. And here's the other biggie. Where do you suppose all of these solar panels are going to go when their life expectancy is all used up? I watched a video the other day where the fans on a windmill are indestructible. So what are they doing with them? There's nothing to do with them. They're made out of wood and fiberglass. So what are they doing with them? They're cutting them up. And there's a woman that has some company, and she expects it to be huge in the future. She's small right now, but she expects this to be a booming business 25 years from now, 20 years from now. What they're doing is they're cutting up the windmills right now into, I don't know, 20-foot sections and burying them in landfills. Really? All you global people, global warming, environmentalists, all you stupid people that are coming after the little things that the little guy is doing, and you're not looking at burying wind farms in the ground? That's why I say only fools. Common sense. Common sense you guys have thrown right out the window. If they're burying the wind farms in the ground, Why are we doing any recycling in this country? Why are we recycling anything if they're going to be able to bury whole wind farms in the ground? Hey, you environmentalists, knock, 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 wake up, wake up, go after the big business of the solar farms. I want to talk about my Patreon channel here. If you're interested in helping to support this channel and everything that I am trying to share with the outside world, outside of the great state of Maine, come check us out over on the Patreon channel. I have really started to get a lot of videos over there. A lot of the behind the scenes stuff is on my Patreon channel. Just different things that I talk about that's going on behind the scenes. Different topics that I cover and all of that. And there's some stuff there that is free to the public. It's not that costly to be a Patreon member. $5 a month, up to, you can have whatever you want. Most people sign up for $5 a month. I do have some that go a little higher than that, so that is great. I really appreciate the Patreon help from the Patreon people, because especially now with the cost of fuel and all of that, some of this stuff, it's nice to have the extra help over there, just to help keep all this stuff going, because it takes a lot of time. I produce 3 videos a week. I try to do a good job at it. So come check me out over on the Patreon if you have a feeling or you have a calling to help support this channel. And thank you very much. The link is right above my head. So I look forward to seeing you over on the Patreon channel. And the same thing with the solar panels. Hello, environmentalists. Knock, knock, knock. Why don't you go find out what they're going to do with all these solar panels that I saw all the way up and down the Maine Turnpike on both sides of it? I guess they have a life expectancy of 20 to 30 years. What's going to be done with them? And they're already replacing most of them across the country because of new technology. So the older solar panels are being phased out and the new ones are being phased in. And we're talking about solar panels that are less than 5 years old that they're already phasing out because of new technology. Hello, environmentalists. Hello, knock, 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 knock. Go check on that, where them solar panels are going to go, before you come after the little bit of stuff that I have. And my little bitty itty carbon footprint. Why don't you go after that? And while you're out there looking into all this stuff, what are we supposed to do with all of the electrical batteries that are going to be coming with all of these electrical cars? Hello, knock, 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 environmentalist. Go look into where they plan on putting those batteries. Have you thought about any of that before you go knocking on my little tiny carbon footprint? This ought to stir the pot. This ought to stir the pot to every man and woman in this country, to what is going on right now. And the only thing that I can explain it as, big business is convincing all of you that this is the right way to go, even though the rest of the world is not going that way at all, other than maybe some of I guess Europe's doing the same thing, and a few other foolish countries. Like I said, only fools will believe all of this crap. So I'll see you next week. Chew on that for a while, and have a great day.